Dear Lord Almighty, I heard somebody screaming in the background. It was craziness. I don't know what was going on, but so many people. Dear Lord, it's craziness in here tonight. My name is Walt, and this is the Galaxy's Edge podcast. We are talking all things in and around the edge today, and I'm going to do a quick run around the table because if we sit here bantering and chattering all day, we're never going to get to the show. So starting off real quick, we have Swordfish, then Sparky, Kale, Angry, Bubba, J.R. Handley, author of The Reservist, Sinogan, Caveman, and Fixer. And real quick, Caveman, hit us with some Kermit.
Oh, hold on, let me see. Stardate 407289. I've landed on a strange planet, the only survivor of my two-man crew, the other being a robot. It was only me and the robot, but we managed to survive. There appears to be vast swaths of jungle all around, and it's terrifying. I'm pretty sure I saw a genetically altered Tyrannosaurus Rex somewhere. I don't know what to do, but the robot is giving me the look, as if to say, oh no, my master has gone mad, insane. I'm going to have to end this shortly. I may have to end his runtime.
Yay!
That was impressive.
Bravo.
Kermit, say hello to Ermo.
Ermo!
Oh my goodness.
It's Ermo the murder chicken.
Way too much time on our hands. Definitely way too much time on our hands. Although I think Angry has to win the Spotlight Award today because she's the only one with like proper merch on.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but for you it's a uniform. For her it's a way of life.
Well, Pinocchio has a hat on.
Oh, there you go. Right on.
You can't see it, but I'm wearing one of the G.I. Joe KTFs.
I have the poster at least.
Who's got on the weird underwear? Oh, there we go.
Are we showing underwear now? Well,
that'll get weird.
We're not. I'm not.
Wear underwear. Problem.
Hey, you got us taken off of Facebook. I might as well get us off of YouTube, right?
I don't know
then we're gonna have to move on to OnlyFans or Pornhub, either or.
Oh God!
Who else just felt Jason's eyes land on us?
Hey, you got that? Anybody got that picture of Angry Dad voice?
Hold on, I might have it. Let's see. Is this the right one? No, that's the wrong one.
We swear this is really a Galaxy's Edge podcast. we don't know what's happening. Oh my God!
Madness.
Tom is saying that that was an amazing Kermit voice. Right on.
Thank you.
All right.
Gentleman and a scholar.
So Daniel, what's going on in Discord? I'm multitasking.
So a lot of things happened. We because of season 2 releasing, this nice book right here, Legacies. We have like a whole bunch of feedback, and my brain is going here.
Who's got their mic on? Let's see. All right, everybody mute.
Like a whole bunch of
there we go. All right, go ahead, Daniel.
All right, so season 2 released, and people have been reading that. The Discord has been popping and locking, of course. We got the workout bay going. Fixer's been talking about how, I don't want to go to a chiropractor. Don't worry, it's going to happen. We got the memes. The memes are flowing. JR is breaking all the rules. We might have to throw him into the gulag again. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, if you're bored and you want a good group of people to hang out with, come to the Discord. We got it going on. I mean, Caveman. He pops in every once in a blue moon, and anytime he does drop into voice chat, oh my God, it's just like a light at the end of the tunnel. It's pure happiness, and there's smiles all about.
Hey Daniel.
Yeah.
What's the Discord again?
The OBA Cafe.
Do you need a link?
Discord.gg, and it's going to be /Galaxy's Edge, just like that.
So
Kale,
simple, Caveman can do it.
Yeah. Kale, didn't something happen recently that we all celebrated on the Discord about?
Yes, something fun did happen. We got our third baby. I'm actually holding him in my arms right now.
Oh,
My wife did an amazing job in delivery. Yeah, I don't have much else to say besides it's awesome.
So here's a question: when you gonna get him into some Legion armor?
That's assuming I'm not already looking at it.
That's all we need. We carry baby clothes. Start them off right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually,
Legion
you can take the images from the Instagram and probably upload them to something like a T-chip. And the Amazon has at least kids' sizes on what they sell over there. The stuff you can't get on the website anymore, it's print on demand. So,
JR, this is why we're friends, because you have all the good ideas.
Yeah.
You know,
very handy.
I have a lot of friends that are super crafty. They could probably make you some onesies or something.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that! We're getting the Leej all kitted up so he can have his little N4, maybe one similar to Caveman's, and he can go eliminate some coobs.
He'll be
or donks, either or. I mean, we don't discriminate, right?
Both are acceptable targets.
Yeah. In other
Filthy
news,
animals.
we got some good news on the Arma mod. We've actually got some progress finally again. So they've actually got the models in the game, and they're starting to get all the spiffy things added and figured out. So get excited about that. If you're into Arma, come to the secondary roles and pick up the PC stuff or the PC role so you can keep your eye on that. There's it's Teal and Mush that both are running the Arma server as well. It's called the 112th Legion, and they can hook you up with joining that. Just gotta add them in the Discord. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the Discord end.
Right on. So, JR, you want to talk a little bit about the Dragon nominations?
So they are still open for a couple days longer at least. So if you go over to Dragon, you just Google Dragon Award 2021, you should be able to get the nomination. We are trying to push the Exigency by Doc Spears for the best military science fiction and Forgotten Ruin as best fantasy. So we can tell people like Brandon Sanderson and all those other weirdos that we know how it's really done, and we are the winner. Well, we being Jason and Nick, and we'll just bask in their glory.
Right on. Have you read Exigency?
No, I'm behind on the Galaxy's Edge because Nick got me distracted reading his other stuff.
You're a wayward Galaxy guy, aren't you?
I read that one, and now I'm doing Strange Company, and I'm really digging it. It's my second time through because the first one when I was walking, I don't know, I didn't have it downloaded, I guess, from Audible to my phone. So I had to clear up some memory and download it because I was skipping parts and I just didn't realize it. So I finished it and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I was talking to Nick about it and he goes, yeah, that's because you missed certain chapters. So now I'm starting again, and I downloaded it to my phone instead.
Right on. Yeah, Strange Company was good. Strange Company is really good.
I really hate those monarchs.
Yeah, right, and Stink Eye is a personal favorite. Although the little girl and her buddy, have you gotten to that
Wild
yet?
Man? Yeah, I'm on chapter 33.
Oh my God, so
Wild
good.
Man is just misunderstood. He just needs a hug.
The little girl's the best.
I just made it to the little girl. Like, I hit a massive reading slump about 2 or 3 months ago, and I couldn't. What the actual? Okay.
What?
And I couldn't really read anything. Right? I just like nothing sounded good. And so now I'm just getting back to where I can like pick stuff up and read it again.
So what did you think of Strange Company?
I'm only in chapter 14. Like, I was really struggling with it because, like I said, I don't know if it was a reading slump or if it's the book or it could have been, everything. But I think I was getting to the part where it was really starting to really kick off. That's what it kind of felt like.
Yeah, I kind of liked it because I know a lot of those guys, all the contractors and stuff like that, lived and worked around them. But man, when it starts like thunder humping the pooch on like what's going on the ground, you were just sitting there like the whole time going, oh, this is not good, and then all of a sudden they turned the volume from 1 to 11, and it just really, really hopped and popped. I really enjoyed it.
I've
Any
worked
other-
with.
What I liked.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm only on chapter 8 right now myself, but what I like about when it comes to Christopher Ryan Grant, the narrator, we experience him with Forgotten Ruin. He's more, and he has like a different tone during the whole reading where he's like, Walt, you messing with the footage is messing with me, man. Sorry.
Go for it.
Like the way he reads Forgotten Ruin is more of this like, what is going on? Where are we? We got to figure this out. To where when he's reading Strange Company, he has this whole tone of, God, life is miserable and I just want to die. Like it really picks, like his tone can really emphasize the story in some parts.
Yeah, did you did you hear that Nick asked me to clip his favorite commie is a dead commie when he's using that as his ringtone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Strange Company's a whole bucket of fun. How about Forgotten Ruin? You guys into that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that a rhetorical question?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's the answer is
hold back.
yes. And if it isn't yes, then you get corrected.
I'm
And by corrected, I mean sent with Bubba because the savages have methods.
I'm just waiting on book
We
3.
always make them talk.
Say again?
Sanokin was saying that he's just waiting on book 3 because I guess he's a spiffy kind of person who actually reads the books as opposed to listen to them like I do.
I do both. I do both.
I only use
okay.
these.
I get a bot to read every now and then.
I'm just currently slogging through Dark Operator audio.
Do we know when the Forgotten Ruin 2 Hit and Fade is coming out in audio?
That is June's 1st. Sorry.
It's almost there.
I'm
I've
just
only
excited
gotta hold out
about
a
it.
little bit longer.
Isn't that the
Okay.
same day when
As book
Balance
3.
of Action drops? The third
I
book?
believe so.
Yep.
Someone was asking about it earlier, and I'm like, I think it comes out on the same day. I'm not sure. You guys keep me confused with all kinds of information.
They just got too much going out. They need to slow down just a little bit so I can catch up.
Don't you tell them to slow down.
Read faster.
Yeah, exactly. Read faster.
Well, the narrators get really mad if you tell them that you put their hard work and you like speed it up to like 1.5. They do not ever want to
I
hear
don't
that.
understand why anybody does that.
I'd
Well,
be mad too.
Actually,
gonna
not gonna
beat some
lie. There's
JR.
actually some books where you should speed up the narrator because for some reason they're speaking like super slow, or when that rendered the audio, it came out slower than average. And I got tripped up by one book. I'm just like, why does it feel like he's going so slow?
Oh yeah,
I
I won't listen to those.
I listened to one gardening book that was narrated, and the lady was so southern that I had to put it at 2 times the normal speed for her to talk at a normal tone.
Hey now, JR, them are fighting words.
Hey now,
Your
JR,
ass.
from the sounds of it, what you're trying to do there now, my friend, is try and start yourself some sort of continental region sort of war now. You
I'm
hear?
gonna bury you, boy.
He got the whole E tool.
You wouldn't be able to find a shovel if you were looking on the ground.
Do you think that there are people in the Galaxy's Edge universe that talk like that?
Yes.
100%. You have to have Hicks on the edge. That is just a guaranteed thing that needs to be there. I mean, they got to be the hippity hoppy, get off my property kind of people.
Well, what are you trying to say there now, Swordfish? That just because I'm from Nebraska, a wonderful, fun, boring, nothing happens here state, that I'm something of a hick?
Yeah.
Kind of hurt my feelings now, my friend. Kind of hurt my feelings. I got to be honest right now.
I would imagine that the.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
She's taking fire.
Yeah, she's taking fire. Shields are at 10%.
Yeah, I'm on the 6. So, the guy that took over the Bronze Guild in Legacies, I would imagine that his planet is kind of like that, right?
No,
Yeah.
those are Aussies. if I think.
Oh, right.
I think it's Aussies, in my own personal opinion. Which, as a caveman, I'm wrong 98% of the time, give or take a couple.
Well, I mean, if Nethermat was here, he could defend the Aussie honor and figure out if it's actually true or not. Just saying.
I would say, just for his sake, if they were more like the Aussies, they would have more creatures on the planet trying to kill them all.
True.
I would have to disagree there, because Aussies, as we all know, are very, very difficult to kill and scare away from a land of anything. And they're like, well, we just need some bread, some water, and we're okay, sure, whatever.
That sounds more like a Florida man.
And a lot of Fosters.
Maybe. Oh, an entire planet full of Floridians? Ugh.
Oh
I'm
no!
scared.
Meth Gator.
No, that'd be worse than meth gators. Jeez,
Bath
meth
salts?
pools?
Bath salts? Yes.
Space meth
Wait,
gators.
there are things worse than meth gators? 'Cause I don't know, man. I spent about 2 years in Florida. I don't know if there's anything worse than meth gators.
I mean,
Fools.
in Arkansas, we have meth chickens, but shit happens.
But you don't have Florida men in
That they
Arkansas.
do.
No, we got other weird.
No, we
things.
don't need Florida man. We have Sparky.
Do you think right now that the hair on the back of Archangel's neck is standing up straight? We're doing all this Florida talk.
I don't know. How's the humidity?
Oh my god! So season 2 dropped officially, so now we can talk about it like out in the open. Who's read it?
I've read it.
I've read it a long time ago and I forgot it.
actually finished
Yeah.
the Insider Edition, so
I'm the only one who hasn't read it. I'm on chapter 5.
I'm on chapter
Well,
46, and I got
Wait
8
till you
hours
get to
left.
the next chapter.
Kale,
All right.
how could you possibly put your child's birth? Before Legacy.
I know, I'm a horrible person.
Traitor.
I mean, you gotta admit that's pretty cool, though. Kale got to have his son born on Legacy's release day. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty special.
On Titus
Fun fact,
Day.
They actually induced labor early just to make that happen for Jason and Nick.
Yeah. So because that happened, Walt, does that mean Kale gets freebies because his son came out that day?
He wasn't
Oh.
born on that day. His son was.
Oh,
Well, my name is Caleb. His name is Caleb.
Really
We'll never know the difference if we just go by the first name.
How many credits is that worth? I think his son needs a couple credits as a welcome to the planet kind of gift.
He should at least get one of the limited edition ammo cans for all the formula and.
Instead of a
Diapers, oh my
bassinet,
God.
he's going to be carrying his son around in an ammo can. Yeah, this is going to
Delorme,
Well, I mean-
we need him to design some credits so we can print those out and mail them to Kale.
well, I
Perfectly
mean,
good.
Kale did handle munitions, so it makes sense.
Yep. So I don't even want to think about how the Department of Child Services is going to deal with this. So let's only talk up to chapter 5 because that's all that our esteemed guest has read up to. So that first chapter, holy crap!
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that chapter was awesome.
Oh my god.
Now, at first, I thought we were going to get just like a straight-on hullbuster moment, right?
Yeah.
But then, stuff happens, and it's like where already, they didn't just pull out of the parking lot and sort of cruised into traffic. They Tokyo drifted that shit and then jammed on the accelerator so hard they Fred Flintstone their feet right through the floor and just took off running. So right in the beginning, we know that a certain person is not dead.
Yeah.
That
That was a big shock to me.
Oh my God! Yes.
I'm
Wait a
actually
minute. I thought that
way
person-
more interested in that certain person's companion.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. I'm interested in that and what they're doing with the big, you know what.
Oh my God.
I think they're going to touch some no-no spaces with that thing.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, it's called a samurai mech for a reason. You don't call it a samurai.
spoilers!
I got the tags down at the bottom, man. See, it's scrolling.
Yeah, we're good.
It's fine.
If you haven't read up to chapter 5 yet, I mean, or even
What are you
listened
doing
to
with
it.
that?
I have my 2 rocks while I'm at work
Your
making my
time up.
salads, listening to it, via reverberation and stuff, or whatever, weather balloons and stuff.
I mean,
I don't
the
know.
only thing better than Legacies is going to be the next book.
Oh, the next book is so
That's
good.
true.
Oh, God.
I've made
yeah.
it. I've made
I'm
it to
halfway
like
through it.
14
It's like,
on the next book. I'm just like, oh man.
Oh, you guys are probably able to read, huh?
Me and Caveman are just sitting here, yeah, we can't wait for book 2 to release. Let me look at the promo list. Where are we at?
If you guys pay me,
book
I'll
12,
come.
August 17th.
If you guys pay me,
That's
I'll
a
come
long
read to
way
you.
out.
How about that? You pay me, and I'll come read to you.
Oh,
I mean,
don't know.
can I get it without the southern drawl?
You'd
No.
have to come to Nebraska, and I mean, there's nothing here. Nothing.
Sparky, I will pay
I'm
extra
in
for this other.
Nebraska today.
My dad was from Nebraska.
So, but
Who knew Ford had a Texas draw?
real quick, speaking of our esteemed friend in the deep south, almost into Puerto Rico, we had an incident happen over on Facebook the other day, and yeah, we just need to share this because it was funny as hell.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Defense Council, valued members of the government, high emperors, I would like to propose my idea for a mechanized local assault legion. Every legionnaire, young or old, sergeant or enlisted, officer, doesn't matter, will have the privilege of riding to battle on an electric skateboard. And because I'm thinking about that, so are you. Have fun.
Okay, he needs to do a salty impression on electric skateboard. It'd be perfect.
Can we go back to the video real quick?
Yeah. Let's see. All right.
It's okay. We believe in you.
Well, it's I'm an old man, and technology. I smashity buttons until something works.
Yeah, I mean, they got blue pill for that.
Uh-huh.
I'm more interested at why in your Up Next has cute and funny monkeys.
You got me, bro.
Well,
It probably has something to do with our esteemed friend from Florida. So that's all I can think of. I got nothing.
And it's hard to make a vagina look sexy.
What? Where? Oh, down the bottom.
Man, what is with
Oh
I got
You
nothing.
got some weird recommendation. Are you okay, Walt? Do we need
Are
some
you
like
watching
a
Monkey
stripper
Ball?
program?
I feel like Walt's whole up next list needs to just be shifted to Afterlife.
And it's funny
Yeah.
too, because we were just talking before the thing, we couldn't broadcast over to Facebook because for some reason they don't want me posting video, and I'm just like, maybe it's my up next list that got me banned. Oh my god. Yeah, I totally didn't even. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, stay around
I don't
after
know
the
how to
show.
explain that.
Maybe we'll explore that list.
Oh no!
I won't be here.
I usually get a little scared when people start talking about lists around me.
Yeah, I got you. We
Stay around after the show. I'll tell you the story about how I beat some chick with a ruler in my house the other day.
Yeah, we all want to hear that.
All of my heart. That sounds fantastic.
So we start getting into some of the other chapters, and Wraith is having a hard day.
Yeah,
Very
more things
hard
happen. He's going to need some new wheels, maybe.
Listen, I'm going to take my headset off because I have my little one. You guys just talk chapters away.
When you see the spoilers stop, you come back.
Yeah, but that.
Yeah, how about say what?
He said copy that.
Oh, gotcha. Right. So, yeah. So, oh my God. And how about poor Lena?
I know.
Hey,
it didn't happen on screen.
Didn't happen on
I know.
on screen. She's still alive.
Are you sure though?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
No,
Well,
100%.
I've read part of Dark Victory.
No, you haven't. Nope.
Yes, I have.
I haven't read anything past chapter 46. I'll tell you that.
Have you
So,
finished
fuck
Dark
you,
Victory,
Papa.
though?
And what happens in Dark Victory is not saying anything.
Yeah,
Is it Dark Victory?
but nah. What do you guys think about Carter?
Oh my God,
that hurt.
It was a waste of a good character.
I'm the guy who asked Nick and Jason in the roundtable for the audio bonus. Why?
I thought that was you. I thought that was you. I was listening to it again. I was like, is that Sparky?
Yeah.
No, you see, my question is that, you know, what is it with them and just like, it feels like they're kind of doing the Sopranos or whatever, where they're just like, all right, you, or no, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is a better reference where they're just like, yep, no, this one, yeah, keep, yeet, keep, yeet. You know, just going through the
I feel like
list.
I'm on the outside of this whole topic, right? Because Takeover was cool. It was all right. I was not a big Carter fan, though. Right?
Well,
you know
the
what?
way
they
wrong.
I mean, the way I thought it was going to happen was that season 2 was going to take over with different people, and Carter was going to be that new person. And then they were like, okay, now we're bringing back in Keel and everyone else. I was like, oh. And now Carter, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I really thought it felt like they had, you know, a story arc building for him and his team, and then suddenly, splat.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm used to him killing people, but
I mean, that's what Takeover kind of felt like it set up, was like, hey, we're having this new story arc. We'll have like that moment where we bring in characters from the previous books, and it's like, oh, hey, they showed up, now they're leaving, and then we're continuing forward.
Did they eat the entire team as well? Like, because I know Carter and his family got the bullet or whatever.
There's mysteries on 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
Lana,
medic is
right?
in my
Yeah.
way, and the Coob survived, which I'm glad for, actually.
Oh
yeah, exactly.
I mean, they could have killed the Coob and left Carter alone.
No.
Yes.
He's gonna get some riveting and revenge.
I mean, you can be wrong. You're not allowed to do that.
How riveting.
Riveting?
I broke Walt. Yes. I bet my ear.
Hey, Bubba. Riveted for her pleasure.
Oh my God.
No, you're making it wrong. Making it weird, then there's making it wrong.
As someone who sometimes identifies as a frog himself,
how are you getting a Southern gentleman Kermit?
Well, sometimes it comes in, sometimes it doesn't, you know.
Oh, Lord.
I gotta get back into it. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler to something or another, I don't know, poetry, slings and arrows. All right, now I'm back in it.
All right, so you know, let's test your real oratory skill, and let's hear some Lao Pak.
How you stupid?
Oh God, he's just stupid.
It's a really difficult thing to do with the throat. So you have to practice.
I know.
All right. Now, hold on. Walt just called out Caveman for Lao Pak. You know what's coming. Come on, give us Lao Pak, Mr. Host.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, no. You have to do it. Come on.
No, I can't.
Oh, that is a blatant lie. I've heard you do it. It is.
I believe he can't do it because it's classified as racially discriminatory or something. Like that.
So he's afraid of getting yeeted off of YouTube for that?
No. I'm a Heinz 57 human. Like, technically, I'm all racist, so I'm not afraid of that.
You're all racist? What?
Yes, I am all racist. I'm all racist. Yeah.
He hates all and likes all.
Yes, it's true. We get some old flame action on dear old Captain Keel as well. What'd you guys think of that?
That was pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah, I was.
This happened to Lena. It's like Keel.
My only
He
gripe
bounces
is
back
the fact
quick.
that she her go-to thing is jump jockey. Like the first couple times, ha, okay. Now it's just like, oh my god. All right, come on. Just when you keep hearing it over and over again, it's just like, all right, now you're kind of getting into an annoying character. Could you like, I don't know, stop that and try something else?
Maybe that's the point, though. She's just trying to be annoying.
I mean, yeah.
Getting under his
As
skin.
old lovers do. I mean, so I hear.
I would never do something like that.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
I feel we kind of skimmed over the absolute majesticness that was Lao Pak's boots and the description of them.
Got his palace.
The palace, yes, but
and all the lewd statues.
Oh, wait, no, we haven't gone to that part yet. We haven't gotten to that part yet because we just got into Zora, and then it was going to go into Lao Pak's palace.
Well, I think Lao Pak's
that's how the chapters were set up.
I think Lao Pak's a bit more important. He's more of he's the rock, that Keel can lean on when things are going, haywire. He's that fallback position.
For enough credits.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's a capitalist. What can he help? He can't help it.
It's true.
And he's a darn good capitalist.
Well,
he's
a darn
good
good
at
capitalist.
Whoa!
Oh! I got a hot meme. Caveman, did you die?
No.
Ooh, nice crotch shot. That was
They
hot.
over here talking about how I'm taking torpedo hits and stuff. Caveman just got taken out.
I'm trying to hide all of my damn things. My darn things. Darn. I said darn, YouTube. I assure you, I said darn.
Shame.
I put my hand on the bibble.
The bibble. So I got a fresh Gorlami meme. This is the first one that's gonna be shared right here. And let me see.
Beautiful.
Where'd it go?
It was there.
Where is it? Go ahead, post it.
I'm trying to get it to pop up, but it's
now Swordfish is having
hiding.
anxiety.
I know exactly. Poor me. But yeah, I'll get it figured out.
And so, what about the? What did you guys think about the scene where Keel has to go back and kind of see his old buddies in order to acquire certain pieces of equipment?
I thought it was a good reason for myself.
It was good. I mean, he just kind of marched in there and he owned the place still, but still he was out and I kind of need a favor. It's not a big one. Just retires his armor.
It's fitting that he would go and get said relic.
That moment though, where he gets the armor,
My favorite part was the Chahoon bit. Not to poke fun at anyone, but I was laughing hysterically while I was making salads at work, and I can't apologize for it. It was beautiful.
Did people think that you were having a nervous breakdown while you were making the salads? No,
I'm a loud, obnoxious, laughing individual. I'm bubbly like a normal caveman is, obviously. So they were just like, caveman's over there being a caveman, making salads and complaining about it all day. He'll be fine.
Right on. So overall, so that we don't spoil too much of the book and we have something to talk about the next time we come on, and with 19 guests, 4 technical issues, and a partridge in a blaster fire. What did you guys think of the book overall? What was that?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It
was a great book to come back into.
I haven't finished yet, considering I got 8 hours left, but I'm excited to see where things go.
But do you really have 8 hours left?
No, 2 of those is the round table.
Yeah.
Not if he speeds it up.
You will not speed me up, JR. I will take you out, boy.
I still got 30 minutes of the round table left, and I was in the round table.
But I enjoyed it. It hit on all cylinders. And I mean, it was like a big fan service. They gave us everything we wanted and more. And it looks like the next book is going to just even be bigger than that. It's just that.
Now, Sparky, have you read?
What was that?
What was what?
No, I just got distracted.
What was that?
Is that your cat?
Well, yeah. What was that? Because
It's Chris.
I just saw this going on.
you really need to go back and rewatch that little
Yeah.
piece of the video because that's not what that looked like.
What was the question?
This little guy's gonna kill me today. He's not happy because he just got back from the vet.
Yeah, the look on his face was, I'm going to kill this guy for holding me.
And then I'm going to kill everybody on the stream. What was the question?
Your overall impressions of the book.
It was great. I can't say enough. And I wish we could talk about the return of one of my favorite characters. Once, they find a certain somebody's ship.
Owens is coming back.
Oh, that, yeah.
Oh.
You guys were talking about doing great fan service. I remember the poll, and then I remember after the poll was closed, mentioning to the rest of the insiders, it's like, guys, we really missed a great opportunity to ask about this one certain person, and there it was.
Uh huh.
I mean, I can go away again.
So,
go ahead,
I
Swordfish.
lost on that one.
Daniel, did you have something to say?
oh yeah, I was gonna say we should talk about how Dark Victory is gonna be dropping in August, and that's gonna be full release for everything. And then let's show off that new GE promo video that was made.
Yeah, he did a really good job of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm immensely surprised at how well he did. So yeah, let's check it out.
I can check out a little bit, unless you guys want to watch the whole thing. But it's fairly lengthy.
Yeah, it's about 6 minutes. It's up to you guys.
I'm down.
So
I'm okay with shit.
Let's feature it.
I'm just sitting here anyways.
None other than Jason Onspach and Nick Cole, the authors of the fantastically successful Galaxy's Edge series. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am known on the Discord as LS327, or Knight. My purpose for the video you are watching is to inform you of Galaxy's Edge, and hopefully sway you to take a chance on a series which desperately deserves your attention. Galaxy's Edge was started in 2017 by Onspach and Cole to fill a void, though it is never directly stated to be so, but I do believe that Star Wars left in the collective consciousness of its early fans. I don't intend on taking much time to speculate on exactly why that is the case for them. However, I am willing to say what brought me to the universe. Star Wars, as I remembered it, knew, and loved, died when George Lucas sold it off to the House of the Mouse. And as many of you know, and hopefully see as I do, the results of that series change were, less than enjoyable. So, in light of that, where does a more mature fan of our childhood's greatest space opera go? Should you give Star Trek a try? Well, maybe that works if you're into long chats on reactor outputs. What if you are interested in the more kinetic aspects of a galaxy-wide machine? What if you wore a uniform yourself and thought, hey, I don't think stormtroopers would do that if they were as good as advertised? Well, if that's the case, then look no further. There's a universe for you out there, and it starts on the edge. Before we begin, it should be noted that there's some spoilers from Season 1 of Galaxy's Edge after this point. If I've already caught your attention, I would suggest you turn back now if you're sensitive to that sort of thing. Alright, so we start off in a Milky Way that is very much the same, but very different to our own. We've got radical religious sects of multiple orders, both friendly and hostile to the status quo, depending on where you stand within the system. There are separatists, terrorists, criminals, and outright military-industrial complexes who are in play. Where is the field, you may ask? Well, that stands on the frontier of the Galactic Republic, an area which is known as the Galaxy's Edge, or as it is often called, the Edge. In this galaxy, Galactic Republic, with an army, marine corps, and a navy, stand at the helm. However, who stands above them all is the Legion. What is the Legion, you may ask? Well, let's take a deeper look. There are as many ways as stars in the skies to explain the Legion, but personally, I am fond of explaining it as the French Foreign Legion of our time, meets Army Rangers of our time, and to a lesser degree meets the Stormtroopers in Star Wars. The Legion's purpose, from an operational perspective, is to maintain the Alien Republic's tenuous grasp on civilization, such as it is. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Republic itself. Essentially, the Republic is a Clone Wars Republic, but far, far worse. Political corruption, criminal self-interest, treason. The Republic Senate, which goes by the title of the House of Reason, has it all. They are an absolute worst fate for our current political troubles, bundled up into one ball of bad-tasting drivel. When we enter the universe of the Edge in the first book called Legionnaire, we see an ailing state so rudderless it has become incapable of keeping the momentum of civilization going. Legionnaires, the Praetorians of the Republic's ideals, are being killed off to serve suspicious, for the greater good operations run by the Galaxy's Edge equivalent to the CIA, called Nether Ops. There's a lot to say about Nether Ops, but that would needlessly spoil the universe for you. Suffice to say, they are terrible at worst and completely sociopathic in the pursuit of their goals at best. Similar to the Roman Empire in its later days, the Republic is finding itself increasingly besieged by steadily empowered enemies. The Ji, a collection of donkey men with strong religious ideations, are one. However, something more sinister is brewing on the Edge, and nobody quite knows what. Well, besides Nether Ops. They don't know, per se, but they do have that gut feeling. You know, rats always make their way off a sinking ship, or so it goes. And those rats are starting to find themselves decidedly skittish. To the uninitiated, that means you must face a simple question. When the monster comes out from under your bed, do you run or do you fight? There's not much sympathy in this universe for reasoning with the monsters, and several characters pay for trying. Now that you understand what the Edge is about, more or less, I hope to explain exactly why it is worth your time, outside of the, obviously compelling story. Galaxy's Edge is a series made by veterans for veterans. It doesn't mean there's nothing for people who didn't serve. Far from it. In fact, you might learn a few things about the psychological makeup of men in uniform, and for once, it doesn't come from the sterile lips of a sociologist who has never set foot on a battlefield. This series is, as they say, straight from the horse's mouth. And that stands as arguably the greatest strength of this series. A phrase which I prefer to use is psychological authenticity, and Galaxy's Edge has it in droves. Though the Legionnaires are waging war on different planets with laser weaponry, the way they see war is remarkably similar to those who have done the business for real. They say what they mean, and they mean what they say. To the surprising amount of characters who dislike or disdain the Legionnaires' attitude, they find their own values challenged when things start to go pear-shaped. I've spent a large portion of my life reading these books, and I would recommend them to any fan of military science fiction. That is the operative word, though, military. If you like your space wizards and your bald captains, I might ward you off. Galaxy's Edge may prove too real for someone who likes their fiction sterile. This series can, and will, challenge your suppositions. Finally, I would like to thank you, potential viewer. If you have made it this far in the video, I sincerely hope I have convinced you. Check out Legionnaire on Amazon, either as an audiobook or an ebook. I promise you that you'll find something you'll be thanking me for showing you. This is LS327, signing off. KTF.
That was awesome.
And there it is. Yeah, he did a good job.
Such a good job.
Yeah. So, thanks again, Knight. You did a fantastic job on that, and we really do appreciate your efforts.
Hell yeah. So do we have any parting thoughts about any of the stuff that we talked about tonight before we lock things up?
Well, I mean, isn't there like a Forgotten Rune campaign that some people do? I know like Sparky might do something like that. And don't you do a D&D After Dark or something like that, Walt? I don't know.
Not tonight. 70-hour work week. I'm taking a pass. But we can definitely talk about a certain somebody's gaming experience who is doing a really great job out there. Sparky, you want to talk to it?
Yes, we just started our Forgotten Rune campaign this past Tuesday. Beforehand, we had done a kind of a demo campaign to just get a feel for it, but this one is actually a proper campaign with an actual story and thought into our characters, and it's a lot of fun. I pretty much ran the guys and gals through the Rune equivalent of Normandy, but with frogs. And Carl, the NPC, got to make references to Cubes and Galaxy's Edge. because
Did
why
you
not?
have a Carl? You did have a Carl in your show?
He's an NPC, and I have some regrets because they were on a lifeboat and he didn't get to do the King of the World thing or to sing the Titanic song, but he did get to sing Baby Shark and Gilligan's Island thing. It was fine.
So what do you like?
At least sing who lives on a pineapple.
And Sanokin rolled a 1 and dropped his weapon when he was going to heroically start spraying down the huge mob of blue wugs that were coming in. So that was a little awkward, but great, and everybody survived.
Now, can you talk a little bit about what kind of drew you to hold a gaming session inside of Forgotten Ruin?
I actually blame you and old school D&D and the sci-fi authors. It's all your fault. Me personally, I'd always had an interest in tabletop gaming, but between living on the east side of Fort Worth and in the country, as a young man, a young kid, no one cared about that. And now with the power of the internet, we were seeing how you were doing the virtual tabletop thing, and we were all most of us either had an interest or a background that actually played. So Cara had played way back in the day. Bear had played, and Mike. Most of us had. Some of us had not. I hadn't, but we had a guy who was actually going to volunteer to DM our Forgotten Ruin game. He backed out. Then me being Mr. Dependable, like, screw it, we're going to do it, and hopefully we won't embarrass ourselves and get dad-faced. And I don't think we have. So we were just having a great time over there on Twitch on the Savage Company Gaming, and we have a few loyal people watching us, and we're just having fun over there. And we definitely don't have a family-friendly rating. We try.
That's
not very
gonna
hard.
happen. Not gonna happen.
No.
Now, Sparky, I have a very important question for you.
What?
When are you going to join Savage Company, if you're using the name?
You know what? That's not the first time I've been asked that. I guess I need to after night.
Savages always win.
I'll bring the cracked chicken.
Oh, it hurts.
But yeah, we do the broadcast every Tuesday night at 9 Central, and we're hoping to have some guests on in the future, and we're just having a good time.
Yeah, let's play a little bit.
Oh Lord! Oh, this is the after action report. This is going to be really potentially.
I just like the intro.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. We need to work on it more.
It's very like, yeah, let's do this.
Doug?
Oh, yeah, there it is. Getting weird.
Always.
All hools are named Doug, or all humans are named Doug.
Yes, it's true.
I could tell some funny stories about a man named Doug, but not proper for here.
Did he teach you how to dance? A dance named after him?
No,
the Dougie.
He had a vendetta against me, but
was his last name Funny?
Yes. Hell, they'll never see it. His last name was Pringle.
No.
So
wow, what a last name! Look at that man over there with the last name Pringle.
So,
Mr. Chips, yeah.
So, yeah, we do. Sparky, you said that was 9 p.m. on
Yes,
what time zone?
9 Central.
Right on. And then today, Fridays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we have the show with Nick, where Nick tortures gaming legend James Ward, which is both hysterical and you kind of feel like somebody's battering somebody at home.
This is elder abuse.
It gets interesting. It definitely gets interesting. But the other day we had James and Nick get into some stuff, and we were just dying laughing because it was Nick has those acting chops, so of course everything gets weird fast.
Over the top.
Like, Jimmy, have you ever watched Greco-Roman wrestling?
Oh, no.
I was saying, we've seen that videos.
Yeah, you got to sweet talk them a little bit.
Purr at them. They like that.
Yeah, all right.
Yep. So yeah, he gets. There were some interesting things that happened during that game session. It was pretty funny.
Every game session's interesting.
And then of course we have the great soliloquy, which went on. They throw down a rope ladder to help you up.
I
got his chin
when we ran afoul of island,
here we
and
go.
we were just coming around the island when we ran afoul of island pirates, and our own crew mutinied. And the treasure that we carry, the vast treasure that we carry for the Sultan, is now in their hands, and they were sorcery most foul. So the command staff and myself, we set ourselves adrift to save our lives, and now we must go to the Sultan and report we have lost his fantastic treasure of jewels and rubies and gems and magic swords and potions and coins and silver and erotic spices.
I've only seen this much, and I'm already invested.
Oh my
Right
God.
as you got to rubies, there was a guy behind him. He's got
Oh
my God.
That gets better every time I watch it.
The Sultan of Ankalor.
I was just.
I mean, all he needs is a spindly mustache, and it'd be perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Mail this to him.
Yeah, Sparky, you were impressed with the Sultan of Ankalor.
Yes, I was. His whole performance in that thing, because it just kept escalating, and then going more over the top, and then he pulls the sword out, and it's like,
oh crap.
Yeah, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good content. People are really enjoying it. We have pretty steady viewership. Of course, it doesn't hurt that there are seven-breasted women that show up to the stream every once in a while.
You know what? I'm going to make a campaign about that. It's going to be a long campaign of all kinds of trials and tribulations, and they find out they're just donks.
Yep, it's true.
Oh God.
Seven-breasted donks will be amazing.
It's no different than the Coobs. So we want to thank everybody for coming out and talking about Galaxy's Edge, especially the new release, which is Legacies, first book of season 2. Season 2, book 2 will be dropping very, very shortly, and then followed by the audio of that. No, the audio is dropping the same day, isn't it, Daniel?
Yeah, it's going to be dropping the same day. Let me get the exact date because I have that power. Galaxy's Edge, Book 12, aka the second book of Season 2, is going to drop August 17th, 2021. So be excited for that.
And in answer to your question, Mitch, it's being worked on, but they don't want to create like a shoddy paper thing that'll rip the second you take it off your wall with the poster tape.
I did send Jason a link to some custom wall scrolls and how we could buy like a bunch of them and get them cheap. Just saying, wall scrolls are pretty dope.
There you go. Thank you very much for coming out for the Galaxy's Edge podcast. We're going to catch you next time when we talk more about blasters, bangers, and all the things that make no noise in space. Thanks, guys.